Okay, let's take a look at another data set, and this is the next example in your notes on ridership and maps distributed. The idea is maybe we're interested in knowing something about the effect of distributing more maps around a city on public transportation. I've got my data pulled up there. You can see partially what they look like here, the ridership increase, and how many maps distributed there. We want to look at ridership increase versus maps distributed. And I'm going to start off because I know that I'm going to want to make a couple of plots here. So I'm going to use that par mfrow command to make two side-by-side plots. And I want to plot, first of all, let's just get a scatter plot of the ridership increase versus the number of maps distributed. That's all that stuff is. And so you can see that there. Now, what does that look like? That looks more curvy, doesn't it? It doesn't look so straight-liney. And that's a problem for us. Remember, one of our assumptions that we need to satisfy is the line assumption. So we might be getting into some trouble there. Let's go ahead and do a linear fit there, and maybe even check out the r squared. The r squared value is actually okay. It's 0.8751. Okay, because remember, r squared is sort of measuring, how close does do those response values come to the model. And if you just look at them, I mean, they're kind of close, right? So even though it seems obvious that probably we need a different kind of a model, maybe a polynomial model or something like that, maybe a log model or something. Okay, so I'll store my residuals there, and maybe I'll make a new plot of my residuals versus the maps distributed. Okay, and put that right next to it. There we go. Now you can really see what's going on. This is a fantastic example. Remember last time we said, this, when you look at the plots of the residuals versus the predictor value or the predictor variable there, it's kind of like taking this regression line and laying it down flat and letting these data points sort of track along with that regression line. Of course, we're readjusting our y scale here because these residuals will not, these are differences off the line, but you can, now it's pretty obvious. You can see there's a real a trend in the residuals this way. Okay, so probably, in fact, probably the thing to do would be to build a different kind of model or transform the data somehow. We'll talk about making data transformations soon. Okay, but this is an example where our line assumption is not met. Of course, my titles are running together up there at the top. I can sort of fix that if I pull them apart like that.